All right, now, in regards to our tips for this week, before we kick things off, you'd be blown away to think that the Battlers are up. But they are. Yeah. It's 1-0 in favour of the Battlers because, as we said last week, the starters and the Battlers selected all along the same lines except for 2 games, and that was the Canes versus the Reds. Starters, you guys picked the Reds, and they got whipped. And then the starters picked the Satyrs, and Freens...
That was a late call for me.
Freens chose the Chiefs over the Satyrs at home, and they dispatched them comfortably. 27-point win at Orange Theory Stadium or whatever it's called.
In your face, boys. In your face.
So, look, runs are on the board, and if you're going to select anyone, I guess you've got to go with the favourites, and that's the Battlers.
Thank you very much.
So, but, that said... None of our multis came through.
Oh, yeah,
None of our multis probably will
didn't
come through, to be honest, but it is hard to pick against the line. But let's go through this weekend's games, and we'll just get your selections as to what it is, and then we can bet against it later on. We don't have any graphics this week. You don't have to squint because it's not going to be up there. But we've got on Friday night, you've got were you trying to enlarge the screen? You've got the Crusaders against the Highlanders.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a bloodbath, unfortunately.
I think you're both going to...
Crusaders?
Crusaders.
You're picking the Crusaders?
They'll be angry too, right?
All right, they're both Satyrs, starters and the Battlers both going to Satyrs, and you've got Rebels playing host to the Canes. I think the Rebels are getting 13.5 points. So, or something along those lines. So, can the Rebels at home hold out the Canes within 2 tries?
I'm going to say yep.
Oh, you're going the Rebels. You're backing the Rebels to beat the spread.
Yeah.
We're going the Rebels too.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Burn City, baby.
Are we trying to defend our lead by just picking exactly what Dal does?
No.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
I think so. Beware as well that these are some more pack facts. I don't actually know what the spread is, but I think it was about that. That sounds about right, Zach?
Yep.
I just gotta... What's
Yeah.
that? Yeah. All right, Moana Pacifica playing host to the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Don't know what the spread is, but...
It was 21.
21. Got confirmation. Thank you, Zach. Headphones work. What do we reckon? Do you reckon Moana Pacifica at home can hold the Chiefs out to within 3 tries?
Yes. Yes, we do. Don't we?
Yep.
We do. Easy.
You're going Moana Pacifica?
Yep.
Chiefs.
The Chiefs. There we go.
Boo.
There's a little divergence there. The Drew are playing host to the Tars.
Oh.
So, Dow, last week you were actually saying that the Drew are going to go undefeated at home. And then we actually did these selections before.
What about the respawn?
And you chose the Tars.
But with the line.
Ah, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, plus 7.5 to the Drua. So the Drua, are getting 7.5 points. So at home, they can score a hell of a lot of points. The Tars, disappointing loss on the road.
That was such a cracker of a game.
It was.
It was a good game.
That Moana Pacifica and Drua game.
No.
Oh, Brumbies Tars.
Brumbies Tars.
I reckon every game on the weekend was pretty bloody good, to be honest, in their own right.
Footy.
Blues game. Well, Blues were good.
Oh, God.
But that was... so who are we picking here? We back
Waratahs.
the Tars to get that one?
Drua.
The Drua.
Good one, Dal.
Yeah, the Drua.
With the 7.5 start.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that they're not favourites.
Yeah.
Like, at home, that's got to be hard, man. That's got to be
Is
hard.
it in Fiji?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You've made
That's
your
what
choice,
we
bro.
originally... whatever.
I love
Let it be known.
Let
I think Dal's right.
it be known as well that, as I said, we did make all these selections beforehand. We just didn't have the graphics.
Yeah,
so we're
yeah,
going
so I've
through it
thrown.
now just so we've got record of it. And we've just... everyone's just...
We're just figuring it out, right?
Yeah.
Spread. Oh,
growing pains, boys. Growing pains. Blues versus the Brumbies in Auckland.
Brumbies.
Brumbies
Oh,
plus
the
10.5.
cracker.
Brumbies plus 10.5, mate.
Corey Toole will score 3 tries.
And remember last year, the Brumbies into that final, they only lost by a point in a semi. You know what I mean? Like, they can't... Of all the Aussie Super Rugby sides over the last few years, they're the side that have done the most damage against the Kiwis.
Tough one. That's probably the
But
hardest
the Blues
one,
last week put 60 on the Landers.
They're a good side, the Blues.
Yeah.
They're very good, man.
Very, very good.
I remind you, they're a good side.
Thanks.
Brumbies.
I'm gonna say Blues.
The Blues and the Brumbies.
Yeah,
I haven't
Brumbies.
actually been writing down what their selections were either. Zach, review this.
Neither do we.
Down, please. It's all live. Don't worry. God, this is just going so well. And then the Force at home to the Reds.
Force.
Reds plus 6.5.
Force.
So the Reds are favourite 6.5.
Thrush to score the winning try again.
Yeah.
So Reds negative 6.5. I'm gonna say the Reds.
Force.
Force.
Ooh, this is sexy stuff.
This will be a good game.
And there are
There
all our tips. We will be putting a multi on just to hopefully get a bit of cash. But in regards to the multi, I've got to throw this out to the greater rugby-loving public of Australia. So we said last week we wanted to have... We're obviously going to have our line tipping and all this sort of stuff. And hopefully what we can do is try and raise a bit of cash for anyone around Australia that may need it. A club, a player, an administrator, a coach, volunteer, whatever it may be. We want to give back to the people of Australia. We wanted to get Dow to obviously make a multi every single week, but we have gone across every sports betting app we could possibly find, and we can't find any player markets. Ned's didn't even have their fixtures up until last night, or whatever it may be. We think Sportsbet doesn't have any player markets. So if anyone knows if there's a betting agency out there that has player markets on rugby in Australia, let us know, because
bet on it too.
people will bet on it.
Yeah.
Like the 6 people who watch this show may bet on it. So it's worth the investment. So let us know. Like as I said, all we want to do is we want to put a bet on, we want to raise a bit of cash and hopefully give it back to some people in Australia. And we aren't able to do so. So if anyone knows, or if there is anyone at a betting agency who can talk to some higher ups, reach out to us and let us know, because we'd love to get it going and we'd love to put some dosh down and raise a bit of cash and get a bit of funky. So in the meantime, we can't do that. So, but if anyone knows, please do sing out.